Welcome to the Brothers by Law podcast. I am half your host, Thomas Bowman.
And I'm your other half, Jeffrey Stiff. And today we're talking about the game of streams.
Is streaming going to be relevant in the future?
We don't know.
Let's find out.
All right. So, this podcast is about streaming.
We're streaming and we're talking about streaming.
Yeah. And while we talk about streaming, we're going to be playing a game called Cards Against Humanity. And there's only two of us. So,
It'll be fun.
yeah. We'll see how this goes.
It'll be a blast.
Are you like double checking it? Are you trying to get it up still, aren't you?
Yeah, well, just ignore me.
Okay, I'm
We'll just
ignoring
start
you.
going.
Fine. So to play this game, do we need? Was it 5 cards?
I think it's like 7.
Is it 7?
Yeah.
Okay, fine. I'm gonna just pick 7 random cards then, or a handful. Okay. So 1, 2, 3. I said 3, but there's only 2.
Watch with 2 viewers.
5 and then 2 right here. Cool. All right. So I'm kind of glad that we decided to pick this topic now.
Yeah.
Because now you've had some time to actually go out and stream.
Yeah, I've been streaming like cray-cray.
Why do I have my headphones on? Hold on, let me take it off. All right, I noticed your headphones were off, and I was like, maybe I should take mine off. But yeah, so you've been streaming for a little bit now, getting the hang of it. All right.
Yeah, I mean, actually getting back into it and getting my program set up and whatnot.
All right, so let's rewind for a second,
Okay.
because you and I had a conversation right before we started doing this,
Mm-hmm.
and you talked about Facebook streaming.
Yes. It's like the app, the program I've been using lets me multi-stream.
I'm gonna say hi too.
Oh, all right. And so I can stream on Twitch and on Facebook.
Yeah.
And it's been working okay. I don't know how the quality is while it's going on, but I know when I look back to see the quality, it wasn't that good. And I know like the chat is off a lot.
Yeah. Which is why we're just doing straight up Twitch this time.
Until I can sort of figure more things out. Yeah, we're just going to sort of go with Twitch. And I know you can record with it, but I don't know if the record... I watched like a few seconds of it. I think it just might not be the greatest quality recording while you're streaming on multi-stream.
I've never liked Facebook when it comes to like pictures or videos. I've never tested it with streaming before, but I know they typically compress it really bad. Because normally when you put videos up, it's like, ugh, that's really bad. Okay. Here's the first card.
Okay.
What?
You can read. You can go ahead and read it. So we're on the first Cards Against Humanity card for those not watching.
Yeah. I figured I might as well read it now, and then while
we're talking, we can figure out what we want to do.
Yeah, figure out what goes with it. So it says, it's a pity that kids these days are all getting involved with blank. So we got to pick one.
So what's your, I guess, history with streaming? Have you done a lot of streaming?
I have not done a whole lot of streaming. My history of streaming is with my daughter, and it's awful. But she likes to reach over and like try to grab my keyboard, and yeah. But I mean, I don't really watch per se, but I do enjoy watching a few events. So I did like E3, or is it E3? Yeah, I think I did E3 or the Microsoft conference on Mixer.
Yeah.
So I'm starting to get the hang of certain ones. I mean, again, it's not really like my thing, but sorry, it's really hard for me to talk and read at the same time. But like, I mean, there are certain platforms that are better than others, and as you were saying, like Facebook, obviously, it's not like the greatest.
Yeah, Facebook's just not good for Twitch or streaming at all. It seems like it's just so laggy and behind. I mean, it's good for people to jump on and view because more people are going to be on Facebook and see it than on the Twitch.
Okay, I think I have a good card. You know what? No. I'm sorry. I don't have like the greatest ones for this, so it was kind of hard for me.
Okay.
All right. So, do you want to go ahead and flip the doobly doos and pick the better one, or like we both like decide together which
I guess
one's
we
better?
whatever we think is better. I guess.
Okay. Well, we'll make this a joint effort. All right. So, I guess I'll see. I'll read it.
You go ahead and read. You read the red. Yeah.
So it says, it's a pity that kids these days are all getting involved with crab apples all over the fucking sidewalk. Yeah, okay. Yep. Definitely censored. It's a good thing we put that censored
warning.
again. Yeah, little warning.
Yeah.
Like, hey, by the way, it's funny. The first one that I get is like, oh, okay. We're already diving down that.
All mine were pretty bad in their own special way. So
All right. So
I figure I'll just ease in with the F word.
Might
That's
as well,
pretty
right.
bad. I'm easing in with the F word.
yeah, so they're all getting involved with crab apples all over the fucking sidewalk. The other one is, it's a pity that kids these days are all getting involved with getting herpes from Bruce Willis.
Let them decide.
Oh, let the chat decide?
So,
Oh, okay.
crab apples or Bruce Willis herpes? What's funnier?
What are these kids getting involved with? This is like the cool part about like streaming though.
Yeah, they could do stuff like this,
We're getting crab apples.
and it's just we can do this,
Yeah.
and people are gonna watch it and love it.
Which this is like how I always thought of playing a game while talking about something. Would be more like we're playing the thing that we're talking about.
Yeah,
But it hasn't been quite like that yet.
yeah. It is sort of hard to though, because like, I mean, you can only talk about like Mario Kart so much, or like some of these games is so much.
Although I probably could definitely dive into a Mario Kart topic.
Oh, I'm sure. Which I know we have a nice idea of a nice Mario Kart podcast.
Yes, all the cards will probably need to be censored. Except for my Bruce Willis herpes one. I think Crab Apple's won on this one.
Crab apples won. All right.
Should I just
Just
flip 'em over
discard
here?
them somewhere.
Alright, cool.
All right.
I'm gonna grab.
The
Did I draw
next-
another one?
Yeah, be sure you have 7 the whole time.
Okay, that's what I thought. Double checking.
The new Chevy Tahoe with the power and space to take blank everywhere you go.
All right. Well, I don't know. So like, I was talking to a couple guys at work about this,
Mm-hmm.
and it's kind of weird that streaming is becoming as big as it is. Like people
Yeah.
just sitting there and watching people stream, and I don't know why it's weird because a lot of people sit there and watch like football.
Yeah.
And I guess streaming's a lot the same way, but I guess since it's so new, it just kind of sounds weird because I know one of the main criticisms is, why would you watch someone play Fortnite when you can play Fortnite? But that could be the same thing with like football. Why
Yeah, that's
watch
like the
someone play
biggest thing, like
football
the esports coming in. Everyone's just like, well, why would you watch and play this game when you can just play it? It's like, well, why would you watch and play football when you can play football? Like, I get it's new and like, I know where they're coming from, but at the same time, it's like, why aren't you playing the NFLs? Because you are not that good to play the NFL. Why am I watching these guys on esports? Because they are way better than me at these games they're playing. Like, it's cool watching them do all that. And then like streaming,
You know
like,
what? I'm just gonna. It doesn't entirely make sense, but it does in my head, and I think it's funny. So.
But it's like, yeah, like streaming, like you can use streaming, watching someone stream for multiple reasons. Like one, to sort of get an idea of like what the top players are doing. So like if I watch a Fortnite stream, I'm watching to sort of see what they're doing, what I could improve on personally if I'm trying to play Fortnite, you know?
That's why you watch streaming?
Or it's like I'm stuck in a game, someone's got a playthrough. Let me watch their playthrough. Maybe I can figure out what I'm missing, or if like I'm doing like a end game collection stuff. Oh, I'm missing some stuff. Let's watch what they're doing. Like I use it just for like helping out, or just sort of learning what I can do to be better at a game. So like I suck at like Call of Duty, Fortnite. I'm okay-ish, and it's like what can I do to be better? So I watch the people to play to see what I'm doing wrong or what they're doing right.
That's interesting. I will say that recently I did use streaming as a way to entertain my daughter.
Mm-hmm.
I put it on, and I was just kind of curious if she would actually just watch people play games, and she kind of did.
Yeah.
I say kind of because at the time she wasn't like really watching shows either, so it was kind of more like half there, half now. But she paid more attention than she like I expected her to.
Yeah, you do. You do. Jumped on my live stream harassing me. They're trying to help me. I was playing Rust, right? And you know what Rust is?
Yeah.
So I was playing Rust, and like I'm on a random server. There was a few people on, and I kept getting like killed by bears, and like I just died from starving because I just couldn't like get to food, and just kept getting killed by other players. Like, oh, we'll give you some food. Let's send you some food.
Oh, I saw those comments.
Yeah,
Because
like,
I got on and I saw, what was it, like 74 comments or something? And I was like,
yeah,
what the hell were they all
they were
talking
harassing
about?
me while I was playing Rust. All right, the new Chevy Tahoe with the power and space to take interrupting women everywhere you go.
I just couldn't help but
I
think, like,
get it.
them revving the engine. Just
I get it. Yeah, they're trying to talk and. All right, the new Chevy Tahoe with the power and space to take the secret formula for ultimate female satisfaction everywhere you go.
So it's both
It's about the
female
same.
related. Same train of thought. I like it.
So what do you guys think? What one's better? Interrupting women or female satisfaction?
I will say I do want to jump. I'm thinking about maybe tomorrow jumping on and playing with you on a stream or something. If you're
Yeah.
getting on tomorrow.
Oh yeah, Monday. What time are you thinking?
I didn't have a time yet.
Because I normally jump on around 5. I was thinking about, and I usually go for like an hour to 2 hours. I'm thinking about doing some earlier stuff too, if I can get the time to do it.
I will say, for you to, like, for anybody to do a stream of anything, you really got to make sure you're with a group of people that are on the same wavelength with you, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Because I tried doing a stream once, and my friends were like, I don't know, like half of them wanting to do one thing, half of them want to do other. I just kind of want to do something different.
Yeah.
So it ended up being kind of like a jumbled up mess. And
I'm going to find a good
I think we all got a little irritated with each other.
female satisfaction.
Oh, we got female satisfaction going once.
I think there's a couple people watching.
But yeah, I was like meaning to like jump on your game stream and just mess around, see how it goes.
Yeah, we definitely jump in, do a.
I haven't actually watched any of yours yet.
I mean, it's honestly
You
most
stream
of my
when I'm like
stream-
at work or something.
But
So
like most of my streams, and me and my buddy, which I'm hoping Garrett, gonna get him on here for a podcast here soon. We were talking about it. He was over helping me with some stuff, and we were talking about streaming because he's starting to do some streaming too. And he's like, "Man, I catch myself every now and then, and I'm just sitting there, just like." I'm like, dude, same thing. It's like if I have no one there talking with me, I catch myself just sitting there like mouth open, staring at it like just stupidly, just like
oh, okay. I was like trying to figure out what you're saying. That
zoned
you
in, just like
That's kind of funny.
And like like it gets so awkward. It's like if I'm playing like Fortnite, it's quiet, you know.
Yeah.
And you can't play music because you'll get your stuff muted or shut down. So it's like, all right, sitting there, I'm just like trying to make like noises to keep myself like from not just sitting there just staring off into space.
When I record or stream, I get more involved with my stuff. Almost like I'm the character and I'll like screaming or just saying what I'm doing.
Yeah, it was like if I was playing like I do that too. It's like playing Fortnite. It's like, all right, I'm gonna go over here. Let's go check what's over this way. Or like when I was playing Rust, I'm like, all right, I need to get some food. I need some food. Oh, chopping these trees is
Does streaming make us crazy?
probably.
Just talking to ourselves. I mean, we have an audience, but so female satisfaction one, huh?
Yeah, it looks like it.
Really did. All right. Next, from J.K. Rowling, Harry Potter and the Chamber of Blank. But I always like wonder that, like, I gotta get my parents to watch some of the live streams of us playing games or something, because I'm curious on what they think of it. Like,
You're getting like different generation in watching.
yeah, like, is it more annoying for them at this point?
No,
Sorry.
you can't censor Cards Against Humanity. We would be bleeping out like half of the podcast. Yeah, it'd be interesting to see. It's like, how do they feel about the live? I mean, how do they feel about podcasts in general? You know, is it in their, you know, frame of entertainment?
Sorry, my card.
What I love about this game, you get like that right card and it's perfect. What I hate though is like when you draw a card after you played your card, it would have been perfect.
Oh yeah.
That's the worst.
All right, I'm gonna read these real quick.
Okay.
So, next from J.K. Rowling, Harry Potter and the Chamber of making direct eye contact with a horse's asshole. Oh man. All right. Next from J.K. Rowling, Harry Potter and the Chamber of twirling a crane, popping into my anus, and giving it giving it a tip of the top hat. Could you imagine if that was a title just so long, but it's like, man,
So
I gotta
perfect.
watch this. It's a dirty
I'd be
chamber.
interested, like what the Harry Potter show are we watching?
The best kind.
You know, I mean, I enjoy streaming. I just think like you think about streaming, you're like, oh, it's just a dude playing games. Like it's really like they're just playing video games. That ain't bad. But like when you actually think about it, like I've watched like interviews and stuff like that, where it's like these people do it for like 8 hours straight. They do it for like a job.
Yeah.
The time frame you'd be at work, they're streaming. They're sitting there their whole time on this game, trying to keep people entertained, keep talking, keep it active, keep it enjoyable. Like, it's tough. Like, after an hour and a half, I'm just sort of like...
Burnt out.
Ugh. But it's like, I don't have that much I don't have that much crazy crowd interaction, you know? Like, these people have, like, thousands upon thousands of viewers at one time. Tons of conversations going. So they got a lot to pay attention to and, you know...
You know what scares me about streaming? I mean, I guess it doesn't really scare me, but I always think about it in the back of my head, like doing something dumb or saying something wrong.
Oh yeah, and just like ruining everything.
Cause like, so if like my daughter's like screaming in the background, you know, like I'm kind of like more cautious about what I say because I don't want people to take it like wrong.
Yeah.
You know, but she's screaming. It's annoying me. I want to say like, you know, shut up.
Yeah.
But you don't know if there's gonna be that one person just listening to like, you shouldn't say that. Or
Yeah.
something, you know, like, oh, now I'm a dick.
Yeah, it's
Like,
like,
I'm
you just
I'm
like
annoyed,
toss your
okay?
daughter across the room and like, oh. Next thing
Like-
you know, someone on your stream just called CPA, CPS.
That's something that I worry about because I'm like, because versus like editing a video, I can cut it out. You know,
Yeah,
like, okay,
but like a live stream, like if it happens, it happens.
that's it.
You can't stop it.
Everybody saw it. Everybody heard it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I always think about that. I'm like, well, let's hope I don't do anything dumb.
It is, and that's like my thing. It's like I'm always concerned like the stupid face I make, because it's just like you get zoned into a game though, and it's like, but then it's like, okay, how do I make my stream enjoyable without being too stupid where it could get me in trouble? So it's like if I'm doing like a playthrough, it's like I can't just, you know. Then it's like, what point do you just shut up and just let the game talk, you know? Or as where you talk, like if say you're playing like Red Dead, you're gonna do a stream of Red Dead. Are you really gonna just sit there and how
See-
can you keep Red Dead entertaining while not taking over too much of the actual story?
Well, I guess it depends on your audience, but I feel like if you're going to be streaming a game like that, people should be watching it for you, not for the. I mean, obviously they're interested in the game, but if they want to really get invested in the game, they should go out and buy it. You gotta,
Yeah,
maybe like daring it, like, hey, support developer, buy the game if you want to know.
yeah.
Sorry,
I see these guys just don't care about what card was funnier at this point.
I think
they
it's
quit
just
watching.
Both raunchy.
I think they just quit watching us. They quit watching.
They
We're
went
not
to
even
pop
talking-
in Harry Potter in the Chamber of
Yeah,
Blank.
they're watching Harry Potter now.
Like, I gotta go watch
totally
this.
threw them off the podcast. They're watching Harry Potter now.
I'm gonna go Google these Harry Potter movies.
See what pops up.
Like, oh, there's probably something out there. All right, we're gonna pop up the next one.
What's my anti-drug?
Oh, this is. All right. Well then. You know what? I've been
I
wanting
was
to get...
watching Kelly Perry. Yeah, of course you were. Didn't you already finish the series? Quit already.
Oh.
I got 2 that are pretty good.
I think I kind of want a throwaway card, to be honest.
Yeah, it's always good sometimes just do a throwaway card. Sometimes those are the funniest.
I mean, there's a few I was thinking about using earlier, but I didn't think they fit very good.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm just gonna throw this out there.
All right. So if you was to go all out streaming, like just dedicate the 8 hours a day for a stream for a while,
Oh, jeez.
what would you pick? Like, what game would you pick? And how would you
I have to
choose that
play a
game?
game?
How would you choose that game, and what game would you pick?
I have to play a single game.
A single game for a week,
Oh.
8 hours a day. You had to choose one. What would you pick, and what would your reasoning be behind picking the game? Like, what would you really more look at for picking that game for?
Okay. It's funny. Well, you were playing Rust the other day,
Mhm.
and I haven't played it a whole lot, but I probably would do something like that. My initial thought was Minecraft,
Mhm.
and the reason why is because I like building things. I like being crafty,
Yeah.
and I know from past experiences I've sat there and just played Minecraft and built these big old forts. And the great thing about it is I don't think I would get bored within a week. I mean, I probably would get bored, but not as easily as if I was like playing something that was more story based or something, or online.
Yeah.
I think if I played online, I'd probably get my ass handed to me a few times and want to quit. Like, I'm done. I suck at this game. Would you hug the bears?
I kept getting chased on Rust by bears. Like, I was like coming out of this place, and there was like, I'm like, oh, look, there's a bear. I'm not gonna go that way. Oh, there's another bear. I had to get across this river, and there was like, okay, there's a bear, 2 bears over there. I'm gonna cross this way, and I crossed over, and then there was a 3rd bear right next to me where I came over. I'm like, God, these fucking bears! I got killed by bears like 3 times that game.
Oh, I think I remember reading something about that under all the comments. I was like, what
They're
the
like,
hell is
show
going
us the
on?
bears. I didn't see them. I'm like, I ain't going back to the freaking bears.
I've done that before.
I
Not
think
hug the bear, but
Minecraft is a big one that you see can be streamed a lot. Maybe a lot for people seeing what the cool stuff people build. I think right now Fortnite's just so freaking huge.
I wouldn't do Fortnite.
I couldn't do Fortnite for 8 hours.
No, I'm good like 30 minutes to an hour. That's good for me, but I couldn't do it longer.
Like Fortnite, I could probably do it like one day for 8 hours if I was just that focused, but I could not do a full week for 8 hours on streaming Fortnite. I would probably be super freaking good at it by the end of the week, but I couldn't do something like that.
You're saying you should have hugged the bear.
I know. No, I shouldn't have. But
Next time you run, I'll hug the bear.
we could do Rust together.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get my buddy Garrett on there because he had his own server running for a while, which was cool because we had like able to do everything. Like basically gave us God mode, which was fun. But okay, let's jump on this real quick.
Well, hold on. What game would you play?
I was gonna do this, then I was gonna answer.
Oh, okay. Like you were going
keep
on
them
about different
keep them going
games.
on with this. So,
All right,
what's
fine.
my anti-drug? The express written consent of the National Basketball Association.
Yeah, it was kind of my throwaway one.
What's my anti-drug? Dim titties.
I mean, I think that's kind of a given at this point.
Yeah.
Oh, shoot. All right, hold on. What are my parents hiding from me?
Ooh.
Ooh. Thomas is shuffling through cards.
All right.
You can't read and pick either or talk either, can you? It's hard, right?
It is a
Like,
little
as
tough.
you talk
Like,
and you're like find yourself.
but I'm like
going
trying not to
off
say
and-
my card names. So like, I guess if I had to do something for the same game for a week, 8 hours a day, I'd have to pick something like an RPG. that I could get zoned into.
Ooh,
you
yes.
That's the issue with that. Not many people want to see you do just a playthrough of an RPG.
I will say I've been wanting to get into Black Desert Online.
It's fun.
I have it. I just
yes.
haven't like dove into it. So yeah, that's
It's
actually
great.
a good choice.
There is a lot into it. Like there's a lot in that game, and it can get a bit confusing, but it is a fun game.
I think this works.
I need to get back into it, play it some more.
Yes. We
Yes.
both need to.
Yes. Like I would definitely pick like an RPG or like something that I know like I could do Red Dead. On like I could play Red Dead for a stream.
Have you played a lot of
I've
it?
beat Red Dead 2. I need to go back through and do it again.
I haven't done that yet.
Like if it's a game that I could definitely just binge play, I'd be able to stream it. So like it's got to be something that gets my attention, keeps me wanting to play it.
You know, it'd be cool. A live stream with like 4 or 5 people. Like, could you imagine having somebody on the side like switching between the screens as things are happening?
Ooh, that'd be fun.
That'd be crazy. I think that would be pretty legit. Like versus like other streams where it's just the one person.
Mm-hmm.
It'd be more like a electronic sport kind of thing.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna read these. All right, so guys, what are my parents hiding from me? Sword play, or the unbelievable world of mushrooms?
I like the sword play. Like your parents are just like secret like LARPs.
Oh, see, I was definitely taking it very dirty.
Oh, okay. So you're talking like, yeah. That's even funny. See, I was thinking like your parents were like secretly like, okay, he's gone, hurry, and then they're out there like fencing in the backyard, which is just like a
my
funny.
magic spells on you.
They're all LARPing.
That's kind of funny though, because now you think that or say that, I'm just got me thinking like, I wonder if our kids would find us like streaming live weird.
No.
Like we think like parents who would LARP kind of odd.
They would like probably at this point, like in the future, streaming is probably going to be way bigger than it is now.
You think?
Yeah.
I mean I think so, but like I don't know, because
I
like,
just, like,
I'm not like invested in
with
streaming, so I don't know if it'll be like.
Esports getting bigger, and then like basically like kids are glued on YouTube and watching this type of stuff. I think streaming and stuff like that is going to take over, and it's going to be one of the more bigger. Like like our age, and it's like, oh yeah, watching the YouTube videos. I think it's gonna turn to streaming here soon.
It'd be kind of interesting if like the NFL adopted that kind of thing.
Live stream.
So yeah, live
Yeah.
stream. I mean, technically, yeah, they do that, but to where instead of you having to pay for a channel subscription, you just go onto like Twitch and you watch the game. And then maybe you like leave donations or stuff. Like Twitch does it pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
I guess like Mixer too. I don't know.
I haven't messed with Mixer.
Can you make money off of streaming onto Facebook?
It'd have to be like them sending you money.
YouTube, I think you can too.
YouTube, if you get enough people and you can get into like their sort of thing, start getting ad space, you'll start getting paid. It takes a while before it actually becomes something.
You streaming on YouTube's starting to build up too. I'm actually surprised it's not as big as it is.
Yeah. Like I know like with our Twitch, what I did if you scroll down into like the little section where it shows our Twitter feed and whatnot, there is a little thing that says donations, and if you click that, you can donate money.
Wait, oh really?
I got it set to like my personal PayPal that I never use.
Oh, okay.
So like it can be sent to that PayPal that we can put in and then we can use it.
Oh, cool. I
So-
didn't know you did that.
I set that up last I think like Thursday.
Oh, cool.
Just because like I was thinking like I was looking at I was watching a different stream, just sort of watching someone else's stream on some different game that I was looking into. And I was looking down like seeing how they got their profile stuff set up, their page all set up, and it was like, "Oh, there's a donation thing."
Ooh, let me do that. Did you donate?
I didn't donate.
Why not? You were watching them. You clearly liked them.
I just jumped on for 2 seconds.
Oh, so you're just trying to find
I was
profiles to go off
like
of.
getting ideas, and I was like looking at something for a game real quick, and just sort of like looking at some ideas for like Twitch pages.
All right, what's the next card? I don't even know if I have 7 cards. I do not have 7 cards. In fact, I only got 5.
I think they all just quit watching us, man. They're not talking no more. They don't love us. I thought they loved us.
You know what? They're watching us. They don't have to like always type stuff to us. Maybe they just want
They
to watch.
do. I want them to type to us.
Look at this. This guy's greedy.
I am.
He wants everything.
I want the attention.
Oh shoot, that's upright.
I want the attention.
See, this is what streaming's turned us. This turned
Was
us
helping
into-
with someone. Oh.
Oh,
After the earthquake, Sean Penn brought blank to the peepee. To
to the peepee.
Sean Penn brought blank to the people of Haiti.
All right.
Man, that's hilarious. So subtle yet so hilarious.
Ooh.
But yeah, it's crazy. Like some of the like people's streams, if you look down and see what they have in their little dashboard, they got a cool setup where it like shows like the rig. So they have all like the components of the computer they're using, their schedules and stuff, all their different like sponsors. They got sponsors. Like some of these pages are like so set up so crazy. And like watching some of their streams, how they're set up is just nuts.
Like their physical setups or like their
Well, like the
digital?
actual like the screen, like what you'd see.
You need to send that my way because a buddy of mine wanted me, or I actually offered to make him a logo banner kind of thing to go for a stream
Mm-hmm.
because he got like a pre-made one, but it's like so low res it looks like crap. So it's like, hey man, I got this situation. I'm like, dude, I'll make you one.
Yeah, some of them do such crazy stuff. It is cool seeing some other things, but then it's like, man, how do I do all that cool stuff? I'm still learning how to do all that setup
Yeah,
stuff. There's a lot
can't you have like graphics going on too?
You can do a lot of crazy stuff. Like they can do like things like in between, like when they're taking a break, they can set up something that's interactive for like the
Yeah.
viewers to do while you're gone.
Oh,
And it's like, wow.
I want to do that. Hey guys, we need to do that.
All right. After the earthquake, Sean Penn brought a magician fucking up over and over again to the people of Haiti.
Yeah, that would cheer me up.
After the earthquake, Sean Penn brought a crab rangoon to the people of Haiti. Let's see what they think if they decide to talk to us.
I wonder. Actually, hey guys, people who are watching this YouTube video later, leave a comment on which ones you would pick.
Yeah, hey, let's get the
Yeah.
YouTube involved too. And then
Yeah.
like people of the podcast, if we have it played on there, come back to our page, our Facebook pages, which
Hell
will be
yeah.
shown up later or talked about later,
The magician.
and tell us what you thought was funnier.
But yeah, no, I see. Like, I know live streaming is kind of like picking up and everything. I just don't know if it will keep going because, like, I don't hear a whole lot of people. I don't know a lot of people who actually watch. I know a lot of people who like stream, but
Well, that's the thing though. Like, if you jump on any live stream, like you could look on Twitch right now, and they have like the top like 6 channels. They have like sponsored channels or whatever, and those one all have over like 10K on right now watching.
see, that's what
Each.
blows my mind because like
And then like you got all these other smaller channels, or the people that people just love to watch. As soon as they go live, they're watching it, and they have
Yeah.
like thousands upon thousands of viewers. It's like people are watching it.
I think it's probably just kind of odd just because my work center, there's not a whole lot of people that would be interested in that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So maybe I'm probably not around the people who.
I think it's more
are.
at this point, like it's the younger generation getting more and more into it because we've seen like I said, esports starting to blow up, and so with that, streaming's gonna start blowing up because people on esports, well, whatever you're watching, you can watch them on you can watch them get practice or get ready by
Yeah.
streaming. So they'll follow their streams, watch their streams, or these YouTubers and stuff. They're gonna start watching these YouTubers gaming, and it's just everyone else also wants to start streaming. It's like, well, if I'm gaming, why don't I stream what I game? Maybe I'll get some viewers. It's gonna get big. It's gonna take a bit, but I think it'll become a big thing.
I think the magician won that one.
Magician.
Yep, the magician fucking up over and over again. Hell yeah. All right. Next card. The CIA now interrogates enemy agents by repeatedly subjecting them to blank. It's also very popular in the younger generation. My nephews love to watch live streaming. Yeah, I've noticed. Especially with my daughter, like it was kind of interesting to see her get really into like what was being displayed. But like again, I mean, she's like 1 year old, so I don't know if it was just because there's graphics on the screen or whatever. But she was kind of like just watching. And I know she likes watching like the wifey play, so I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay, so I got a question.
Okay.
There's Ninja, right?
Yeah.
Which is a big streamer currently.
Fortnite dude who just switched over to Mixer.
Yeah.
Off Twitch.
I guess there's a video that came up recently saying, hey, he accidentally went live and he looked miserable or whatever. And I don't know. It was kind of a clickbaity video. But it got me thinking, like, because he streams hours a day. You were talking about 8 hours a day for a week, right?
Yeah, I watched like this dude who went on. He's already sort of popular. Like, he didn't have a whole lot of viewers, but he had like maybe like 1,000. And he's like, well, I'm gonna follow this dude's Ninja's stream like thing, like how he streams, which is like 8 hours a day for the whole week or whatever. And I mean, it like his views went up like crazy.
Yeah,
but it's just like it's a whole lifestyle.
But like so, it kind of rose a concern though. Like, should Twitch regulate how much you should stream a day for like health reasons?
I don't think so.
Because like I think people have died doing lengthy live charity kind of things.
There have been some things like that, but I mean it's
because I don't know. I don't know if like later they'll see it almost like alcohol or like addiction. Like do people have a moral obligation to step in and prevent from obsessiveness?
It's a tough one. Like personally, like
I guess 8 hours is more just like a job, but I mean like 12 plus hours a day for a week.
Like my personal view, it's like when I'm thinking about it, like I know there people are, but like it's a very small majority of people who will be playing like an excessive amount like that. But I just don't see it as, people need to be responsible for themselves type deal. Like it shouldn't, like Twitch shouldn't put a time limit on what you can do. I know like there are some games that like if you play and like it catches that you've been playing for too long, it's like, hey yo, you should take a break. There are a few games that will like actually pop up like, yeah, you should take a break.
Yeah. Rest your eyes a little bit.
Yeah, I do think it's unhealthy, but like it's on the person who's streaming. Like,
right. And
like,
I'm with you on that. It just was something I can see being a moral question later on because I know we like to regulate certain things.
Yeah, I just think it would be wrong to regulate it. I mean, if somebody wants to do a stream, if they're making some money or whatever, or if they're doing some charity and they want to put in that many hours, I mean, they're basically self-employed. They control themselves.
Right.
It's up to them.
But you're also using someone else's platform. So
and I mean, Twitch
that's where I'm saying, does Twitch, is it possible that the government can point the finger at Twitch? Almost like, say if you worked at KFC and something happened to you, could they would blame KFC possibly?
Well, they could blame KFC because you're actually employed by KFC.
But like I'm just saying, like if you're using like Twitch, could they possibly blame Twitch because you're on their platform?
I think if somebody wanted to get that crazy, they could somehow manage to point the blame on Twitch, but
I mean,
in reality,
personally
it's
don't
not
want
Twitch's
that
fault.
to happen.
Twitch isn't, forcing this person to do this.
I could just see that eventually being the road that they take. Like, oh man,
yeah,
Twitch, because like YouTube's done a lot of that kind of stuff where they talked about like a toxic fan base, and now you can't use cuss words, fuck you, on the channel and stuff, right?
You have to mark that like
demonetized.
You have to mark it down. And
they got
you're not going to make too much money if you're swearing on YouTube, which is stupid.
And
stupid YouTube.
I don't like that YouTube does that. I think, I mean, it was cool that they separated kids stuff from adult stuff.
Yeah, but now you're going to start.
But I don't think they should censor too much.
Censoring and pushing back adult content makers because they're too worried about what kids are doing. If it's marked as an adult thing, it's not any creator's fault. It's marked, so it's the kid's fault. It's the parents' fault for not paying too much attention to what the kid's watching. It's not the creator's fault. Why are you harassing the creator? We're following your rules. We're marking our stuff as adults only. Like I set everything we've done to adult only, just to be safe. Even if we don't swear ever in any of our stuff, which we have already. But
one of my videos, I definitely went on a little tangent, being funny. I thought, but apparently the people didn't like it.
I just think like we're in a world of like just pointing fingers and putting blame,
Yeah.
and it's anyone else's everyone else's fault, but the person's fault whose fault it actually is.
It's also an issue with, I mean, if you think of like, we're gonna go back to YouTube real quick, how they're global, right? So, like, it's not just like we were so used to American policies and rules and regulations, but like some other country probably doesn't like that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And obviously YouTube wants to be more friendly to all countries. Right. So I don't know if like later down the line if Twitch will take those kind of steps. I know that people talk about like banning Twitch streamers and stuff, which I think is kind of dumb because a lot of the reasons why they're like, oh, ban this person because they did something illegal that wasn't streamed. I'm like, no, I don't think you should ban someone because they, did something legal. I mean, you're gonna ban people for jaywalking or something, I mean, that's like harmless, but I don't know. I think if you're not breaking the rules, you should be fine. But
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's gonna be interesting to see how this all works out.
Especially as it becomes more popular.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's see what this says.
The CIA now interrogates enemy agents by repeatedly subjecting them to Skeletor.
Skeletor. Oh no, Skeletor again.
Funny story. My Shredder actually has character Shredder on there, and for a little bit there, I was actually thinking about putting Skeletor on him,
Ooh.
but I ended up going with Shredder because it's a Shredder.
Yeah.
But anyways, the CIA now interrogates enemy agents by repeatedly subjecting them to being hunted by giant eagles.
USA. USA.
Not where I was going with that.
That's what I think eagle. Like,
I was just thinking someone running these giant eagles, just like tacking them.
Bald eagles chasing these people around.
Yeah, so we got a comment that says, probably in time, Facebook was blamed for some of the live videos, which is why there is a delay for going live. Almost certain, always. Yeah. And I know Facebook has taken steps towards censorship.
Censoring everything.
Which
Right, Chuck?
I haven't been hit by it, to be honest. But I know of people who have been hit by it.
I know you put like the wrong thing online on Facebook and you're banned.
Yeah.
And then like
But to
it
be
just gets
fair,
worse and worse.
Facebook, it is their platform. They can do whatever they want.
What I think
with
is
it.
more or less like if you're like in a private group where it's control like who sees what in that group, and you're posting something in there for that group that say it's only for those people in that group, like outside sources can't get into that group unless they're let in. And if you're posting something there,
using their platform,
yeah, but it just doesn't make sense if you're posting something in a private group. But say it's like an adult meme.
yeah,
And it's only adults in that group. Kids aren't allowed. Kids can't see it unless they're invited, but no kids are invited.
we're gonna read his cards.
Why are you getting banned for something in like a completely
Yeah,
it just
I
makes
gotcha.
no sense. Like I understand it's their platform, follow their rules, blah de blah, but
okay. I got a question.
mhm.
So there's a lot of chicks who subject themselves on streaming on purpose, to get money.
Oh yeah. I mean,
Like how if you were in charge of Twitch, how would you go about that?
I mean, that's a tough one.
Because I mean, like, part of me wants to say it's streaming. I kind of okay with them doing whatever. But at the same time, I'm like, well, it's not really like a porn site. I mean, I'm not saying that they all get naked or something, but there's certain things
They
that,
definitely utilize cleavage
yeah.
to get viewers.
So it's like, I don't know. I don't think cleavage is an issue at all. Like if I was in charge of Twitch, I wouldn't say like, oh, you're banned because your cleavage is showing.
Well,
I think
that's
that's wrong.
I mean, you're clicking on like seeing okay, this person's playing this game, like going through different streams, and it's like, wow, this chick does not know how to freaking game at all. Like she is horrible. Why does she have so many viewers? You jump on the stream.
Right, but should that person get banned?
No, they shouldn't be banned.
That's
no.
what I'm saying. Like,
But
if you were in charge of Twitch, like, how would you handle that situation? Would you like ban, or would you put like a strike, or
I wouldn't. I mean,
just let it be?
unless they're like breaking like serious rules, like I mean, there's no really reason to ban anybody if they're breaking rules or laws or whatever. I mean, there's certain things like, you know, I'm, you know, not against marijuana use, but I know there's a lot of states that's still iffy and all that. Like, I could see if someone's like smoking live, that could be an issue, you know, because there are some states that might watch it, it's illegal. Now, because I don't agree with, you know, I mean, I agree with the legalization of it, but I can also see like it's sort of iffy at the moment.
Yeah.
And we should probably not have it on like a live stream like that.
Yeah,
Just for like, you know, whatever reasons. But then like, you know, like the women, I mean, it's their the women when it comes to the women and like being a little more, you know, I don't know what the word would be, but as long as they're not getting like naked or like forcefully selling, like trying to sell themselves for money type deal, it would be an issue. But if it gets to the point where like if you're like checking the chat and they're like, oh, you know, this, that, $100 and check out my live, this and that, like that's sort of that's sort of borderline where it might become an issue.
What about language?
Language?
Yeah, like the N-word.
Well, yeah, racial type language, yeah, definitely should be an issue, a concern, because, you know, that's going to get you in trouble in a lot of different ways.
Honestly, with language, I think I'll just let the fans decide on that one.
Yeah.
Like, if you're, you know, using language that you probably shouldn't be using, I'm assuming your followers would not be following.
Yeah. Well, I know there's like there's one guy.
I don't know. I'm more of a freedom of speech kind of person, so
yeah. I mean, if someone wants to swear like a, you know, pirate or whatever, like, cool, go ahead. Like, I do a lot, especially if I'm losing. Like, I was playing Paladins, which is like a cheap free Overwatch.
Yeah.
And I just had a horrible match, and I was like, this game, I quit. I'm not doing this. This is some bullshit. I was just going nuts. And I'm like, I get frustrated sometimes. I'm usually pretty chill, but there are times where I just get frustrated, and it helps me to be like, just go all out.
Yeah.
I don't think language should be too much of an issue. I agree. I think more of the racial stuff is sort of maybe should be more, you know, because it's more, you know, it could be considered more of a hate crime. So you know, depending on the context. So I do think that should be watched at least a little more and a little bit more careful with that. But like I said, I think fans just, you know, the fans are going to watch it if they don't want to watch it.
Yeah.
If it's something they don't agree with.
That's why I'm like, well, I mean, I don't know. Hate crime is really hard, and I don't know. I'm not really for like hate crime, because it's like it's very subjective. Or like,
well, I mean,
what you interpret as hate crime and what I interpret as a hate crime can be like completely different.
Yeah, it's definitely one of those iffy.
And that's why I would just let the fans decide at that point. If I was to like run Twitch, like, okay, you know what, like, I personally don't like it.
Yeah.
But I mean, maybe it's a joke. It's an inside joke that I don't get. Maybe the fans get it.
Yeah, that could be another thing too. You know, it's sort of just iffy.
Because I know like there's a big issue with that too, and I don't know. Because I know a lot of them are like a lot of times that I'd hear about it normally because someone was joking, they said something, and now they're getting like banned or something. And I'm like, man, that kind of sucks. I don't like that.
Yeah. The Smithsonian. The Smithsonian Museum of Natural History has just opened an interactive exhibit on blank.
Oh man, I don't even know what I got.
That one. Oh, that would have been great too.
Wow, these are probably just badly taste stuff.
No one talking about this shit.
American thing. You know what? I'm just gonna throw this out there because it's so wrong, but just yeah, I don't know. I think it's another throwaway card.
Yeah. So, how do you feel streaming has maybe, I guess, done good to society?
To society?
Yeah, like just in general, like what has streaming done that's just been like sort of helpful, I guess?
Well, I think I'm gonna start by, I think there's a lot of bad that has happened, but I think over time it'll become good.
Mm-hmm.
So, live streaming has definitely opened up our eyes to the everyday Joe,
Mm-hmm.
like how people how normal people just go about their day, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you know, like I know there's these live streams where you're just like a stream my life kind of thing, and again, like there are probably a lot of like people who have issues with that or whatever, but I think over time we'll probably see this as us coming to a better understanding of one another. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's like I don't know. Right now it's really weird for people to be streaming live all the time, but I think just over time, I think people just kind of like, oh, okay, that's normal. I've seen plenty of people do that. Like it's just I don't know. It's opened the doors to just more people out there versus your own little group and situation.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's hard because live streaming's still fairly new. Like this hasn't had like a whole lot of impact. I know a lot of people don't like it,
Mm-hmm.
or don't like it, but aren't really into it. But I know it's starting to become a bigger thing, and a lot of people are like questioning it, like why would you do that kind of stuff. But at the same time, I know like I said, it's kind of opened the door to other people and other ways of living.
Yeah.
What about you? Like, what good do you think streaming has brought?
Well, I know because like I'm thinking of it more as like, let's just say like the charity thing I do in November.
Oh, okay. I see what
Extra
you're
Life.
saying.
Like the streaming that has opened up ways to do charity events like crazy and get more help out for like stuff like that. Because I know like with streaming they've been able to help out billions on billions of dollars, like get billions of dollars worth of stuff for different charities to help out. So I think like with a sense like that, it's been great for charity ran events.
Yeah.
I think it's been great for getting.
I completely forgot about like the charity events. But yeah, that's a good one.
And I mean, there's also a lot of like what we're doing, a podcast. There's a lot of talk show stuff on there. Like, and it could be like help stuff. There could be like maybe like.
I think that's the weird thing though, is because like I said, it's still in its infancy, but I can see it becoming a bigger thing at some point.
I mean, there are a lot of negatives with it and a lot of concerns, but I think in the end, it could do a lot to help out people with like when it comes down to like being able to put up charity events and getting it basically worldwide, or with like people doing like talk shows or like little podcast things, maybe some helpful stuff, like I don't know. There's also been a few like talent show type things on Twitch, where people will do like there'll be a couple people just sort of watching, and then they'll give their okay, hey, you did a good job. You could improve on this. You could improve on this.
So you think it's better?
So it could be helping people, just helping people maybe learn new things, or like basically get their skills to full potential.
I can see
I've
that.
seen a lot of good things from my just like days, my current, just like the past few weeks I've been streaming, and so I always see like the top channels that are going on, like that are being promoted, and there's a lot of it has been charity, or there's one guy who does like exercise stuff where he like teaches people how to do exercises and helps keep his fans basically being a their fallback, like their what's that word, the accountability person.
Oh, I was with you.
So
but
he's sitting there like doing all this working out stuff, and he's talking to his fans like, hey, yeah, you guys can do it, just do a couple of these reps with me.
Oh,
like,
that's kind of cool.
So there are a bunch of different things I've noticed here that have just been very good.
Yeah.
I think towards the community of streaming, that people can get on there and you can find almost anything. Someone's going to be streaming it, and it can be helping out. So I think it's got potential for to bring a lot of good in it. I've already noticed a lot with what I've seen on Twitch, at least.
Yeah.
But, anyways. The Smithsonian Museum of Natural History has just opened an interactive exhibit on the persecution of Buddhists by the American-backed government of South Vietnam.
Yes.
The Smithsonian Museum of Natural History has just opened another exhibit, an interactive exhibit on getting naked and watching Nickelodeon.
I don't know. I guess that's kind of the good thing that you've gotten more into the live streaming, because you've seen a lot of these different instances where it's been used, whereas I haven't really been seeing a whole lot.
Yeah.
But I guess the last thing I kind of wanted to bring up, I don't know how much you wanted to bring up because, but the last thing I wanted to bring up was like I was thinking about live streaming schools, maybe like college classes and stuff. Like I know they kind of do that with like online college, but it'd be kind of cool if like they really push it to its limit of being more of a, instead of a closed group paid thing, it's, well, I mean, maybe you can do like a paid subscription, but more
Yeah.
of an open.
Just anyone can basically learn something. They can just sit in and learn. I think that'd be smart. Of course, you know, with the way the education system is, it would be great. And I know there are actually a lot of places that are a lot of sites you can go to where you can basically get a free education, but you won't have the degree. So you can go to like anywhere. Like there's places where you can go and you can learn any topic, but you're not getting the degree, which sucks.
Yeah.
But it would be great if you're like trying to sort of learn a new skill. Like say you're having issues learning Excel. So you jump on, you know, a stream and you can watch the stream.
Sorry, I read a comment.
Getting naked to watch a Nickelodeon. I think that's going to be great, and I think that'd be really awesome. I do think, yeah, it would be super easy to do for teachers. You know,
Yeah.
you could still have a classroom, and you could still be doing the classroom, but having a live stream going for, like, say, students who couldn't make it to class for whatever reason, or online students.
Yeah.
I just think our whole education system is jacked and needs to be fixed, and there could be a high potential of streaming to get
Yeah.
your education.
That'd be really like interesting, especially like, I don't. I don't know if this will like fix like all the college debt, but I can see it
No.
being like a kind of solution maybe.
They'll have to find more way to get the money in. 'cause
Yeah.
I think I just read something like the college debt has just reached almost. It's like it just passed over. It's almost at $2 trillion.
Is it really?
Yeah, it's almost at $2 trillion right now, which is just absurd and obnoxious. Cause like, yeah, I was talking with like my boss about college stuff, and he's like, "Yeah, I remember working. I worked my summer job to pay for my college." I'm like,
That's it?
"That's all you had to do?"
Yeah.
Cause I'd have to work the rest of my life to pay off my college, and I don't have a degree. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, he's like he would work in the summer, and they'd get enough money to live and pay off his college.
Yeah.
It's like he's like, oh yeah, I wouldn't touch college nowadays. If I was like in like your age group, I would never go to college. It's too absurd. It's not like the comparison is just crazy. The college has just gone up and up, but the amount of degrees being earned is, I think, probably dropped, and the amount of debt picked up is just outrageous. And it's the education hasn't changed. It's all
Yeah.
basically the same stuff.
Very much.
So that's a whole jacked up and messed up situation in general.
In its new tourism campaign, Detroit proudly proclaims that it has finally eliminated blank. So I definitely think education can probably play a big role in live streaming, like in the future. What new thing would you like to see come into live streaming?
A new thing?
Yeah.
What I would think would be cool. It's like, you know how like, you know, shows they record, you know, they had like do a recording and everything, like the sitcoms, they have like the soundtrack and everything. Well, basically, like say like you're watching like a late night show or whatever, like with Conan, the Conan show or whatever his show is called. Well, they would like stream it, and you could be part of the audience live. You know.
Oh, that'd be kind of
So
cool.
like basically like being part of like the whole audience in like
Yeah.
shows. That would be, I think that'd be cool, and I think they should get into something like that.
Huh. That would be kind of unique. Like, more of a live stream would become like cable television kind of thing. But like, I mean, I guess like live would actually be
They're asking about the hat.
a whole new. We'll do that after this.
The hats are coming.
There you go. Oh wait, I'm reading, ain't
Oh.
I? Oh, what am I doing?
Okay, you're reading. Okay.
In a new tourism campaign, Detroit proudly proclaims that it has finally eliminated a whole different way of talking called Spanish. In its new tourism campaign, Detroit proudly proclaims that it has finally eliminated poorly timed Holocaust jokes.
Spanish.
All right. Curiosity's got is getting to me. What does the hat say? All right, so yesterday I had to go into work, and a buddy of mine has his own business where he buys homes and flips them. And basically, he's been trying to get out of the Air Force and make a living off of it, which he's actually planning on doing here soon. So the hat says Burns and Butler Development. And I believe it's him and his realtor. So why is it there? Actually, it was on the chair. Why is it on top of the chair?
I
now?
balanced it so people can see it. So your buddy watches this. We're advertising for him. Maybe
Yeah.
he can sort of, you know.
It was a free hat, and
A free hat,
he's a
and
good buddy of mine. So I
Now
was
we're
like,
giving him some,
Yeah.
you know,
although like seeing
exposure.
seeing
So-
it made me want to actually just for us to get a hat and just kind of wear it on the show.
We
or
need
a
hats.
Shirt.
We need some merch going.
Like, hey guys, definitely check
But
it out.
just so you know, your buddy, that is some free exposure, and exposure really normally isn't free. So
Well, yeah, I don't think he expected me to actually put it on the podcast. It was just something I just did.
well, it happened, man.
check-
Sometimes life gets you like that.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd be kind of curious to see where live streaming will be in 10 years, because it like 10 years ago it was really nothing.
Yeah.
I mean, it was like really small, but it wasn't really anything. Need sweatshirts, hint hint, I want one.
Hopefully we I gotta help you figure out that Amazon thing so we can get that running. Hopefully we can get that going, and we'll have some at least shirts and stuff up here hopefully soon
Yeah.
if we can get through with this Amazon thing.
Which we're probably gonna jump on that here in a little bit if you want to, or
Yeah, we can run and get that set up.
I
sure
just
we're on-
need you to point me where I need to go,
Yeah, well we can get that
because
going.
I've almost started Amazon business
We need Amazon merch.
merch. No, yeah, sorry, that's the only viewer. Everyone
Everyone else
ran away.
left. What
Oh
losers.
man, that's okay. All right.
Haters gonna hate.
Is there anything else you want to close this podcast with, or?
I don't think we've really hit up all the streaming stuff. I mean, I will continue streaming Monday through Friday, starting around 5 p.m. Central Standard Time. I may jump in some earlier streams. Sometimes I start around 4:30. Just sort of depends on how my day's going. I'm gonna try to do maybe some earlier streams as well, just to maybe broaden my times
Oh, gotcha.
and maybe hit up a few later ones, depending, just so I can hit a couple different time zones, type deal.
Yeah.
That's all I got with streaming. I mean, hopefully you can get into get a game or two with me.
Yeah,
That'd
yeah,
be
I definitely
fun.
want to try and do that tomorrow.
Find some fun
It's kinda
games.
fun.
I got a bunch of them, so
So, ending the podcast on streaming with a stream. Definitely check out our stream on Twitch.
yeah. And if you are happening to watch it, you know, if you scroll down a little bit underneath the video, there is a little button that says donate, and you can hit that and donate some money because we broke. Nah, but for reals.
I'll have to like work on our stream. Like,
Heard you are in how many countries now? Well,
oh, that's actually a
we
great
are
question.
listened in. I know the U.S. and the U.K.
You mentioned Germany.
There is one person, I think, from Germany who sort of watches. And then we have a guy from Peru who would watch, but his English isn't the greatest.
Oh,
And getting a live translator is just miserable. Or getting live stuff translated is miserable.
yeah. I always wondered about that with like other countries and
And
stuff.
I just didn't know if, like, our YouTube, like, does it automatically do, like, closed captions for other countries?
I think it can.
Because then if he wanted, he could jump onto the YouTube and watch it from there with the closed captions.
Oh man, it doesn't tell me. So, off the YouTube Studio, I can see that there's 42% of our viewers are from the United States. As for where else, it says 57 is from others.
Ah.
I know it doesn't add up to 100. It's like 52 points or something, and 50,
That's-
yeah, it's point
that's
stuff.
lame.
But yeah, it doesn't tell me exactly who the other people are, which kind of bothered me.
So we are for sure in 2 and potentially in 4 other or 2 other countries. So we're potentially in 4 countries being listened to, which is cool. Like the thing, like I mean, I know we don't have like a big number of viewers right now, but the fact that we're being viewed in other countries
Yeah.
is so cool.
That is kind of cool.
Like, even if we just had like 4 viewers and they're each from a different country, that'd be pretty freaking awesome.
Have you been keeping track with our Buzzsprout-ness? Just talking about like
Just like
different
watching
view
the
stuff.
numbers. I jump on every now and then just to see the numbers.
Our Android viewers suck.
Uh,
So it's funny because I was looking at the analytics. Our viewers have dropped, but what stayed the same was Apple.
yeah.
Yep, 2 viewers every time on Apple, versus like Spotify and Android, and they've been dropping. So I thought that was kind of funny. I was like, huh. Well, we got some loyal Apple
Stupid Apple
viewers.
fans.
So I'm like, oh, nice. You can't say that. Those
I
are our
mean-
fans.
No, I know who they are.
Oh, okay.
I know who they are. I know who those Apple fans are right now. And you guys know that you're using an inferior service, and you just need to get with the times and just deal with
I
it.
thought that was funny. I was.
But please, Apple, don't take us off your thing because we still want
I
you.
will say, ending off this podcast about streaming, it is cool that we can do this kind of thing and reach out to so many different countries.
Mm-hmm. And I'm hoping with our special we did with Mr. Lee White, we'll be able to get a few more
Yeah.
UK people in and start branching off a little more in the UK. Because hopefully then, we'd have a reason to go up there and visit the UK. Because
I'm telling you, dude,
take the podcast
at
to
some point-
to England.
At some point, we need to do like another recap episodes or coming back to these topics like later on and just like talk about them. Maybe rewatch them first and just be like,
We
"We're
need to
way
react.
off."
We need to react. We need to do react videos on our earlier podcasts.
Yes.
That's what we need to do. We need to do
We'll
react
wait
video.
a couple like a year or two.
Yeah, then we'll just do like a whole like our whole like maybe all of year 2 should just be us reacting to our
We'll be like watching like, what the hell was I doing? Why was I talking like that?
yeah.
I think we've gotten a lot better now than like even from like a couple months ago.
Mm-hmm. Well, at this point we're getting a little more comfortable with it. We're starting learning the hang of things, and
Yeah.
like at this point, I think our biggest like with being live, it's a lot more fun.
Yeah.
And the viewers that watch that
Are
don't
fun.
run away,
Yeah.
are cool, and they can be interactive with us. I think once we can make it to where we can get on Facebook Live as well as the Twitch Live at the same
Think
time,
it'll
and
be
it
better.
being good quality, we'll get a lot more viewers on. And then from there, it's just a matter of making sure we have the right topic for the crowd,
Right.
which is
I
always
think
going to
we've
be the hard thing because we're going to want to talk about things that people might not want to listen to.
I've noticed that we definitely have a mixed crowd.
Mm-hmm.
Certain videos tailored to certain people, and the issue is our crowd's
Yeah.
kind of small. So
Wendy is our number 1 fan.
yeah,
She
yeah,
listens.
you are.
She's always on the stream. She's listening. She is our true fan. Give her like a little statue, like a little trophy.
Well, we gotta get something.
Yeah.
I'll look into it. Sorry, thank you. But yeah. All right, you ready to end this podcast? Do we want to do separate recordings for the ending, or
For this?
yeah? Because we were gonna do like intros and endings, or
Oh, I don't know. We could just probably just do a separate recording for
Separate
the
recording?
endings and the intros.
we'll do one recording for the ending because we do like all the
yeah, and then throw it all at the end of it. Yeah.
and then we'll just kind of copy and paste into every single ending. That way
Yeah.
you don't have to sit there
We
and
can just
keep
get
saying,
one awesome
check us
ending.
out on this and this and this and this and this and this and this.
Yeah. This, and this.
Every single episode.
Check me out. Yeah, I don't have to say that. Remember it all. So
We'll
I just
just-
got to make sure I know what I'm saying,
We'll just do it this one time.
and then we can just paste it on everything.
Yeah.
That sounds good. And then just
We'll do a couple different
intros.
recordings. We'll do one for the Buzzsprout.
Oh yeah, because we gotta do your Buzzsprout.
Yeah.
little spiel.
And then we'll do one for check us out wherever.
yeah.
That way if we end up like getting rid of Buzzsprout at some point, which I was debating about because nobody's used it.
Yeah.
We can. It will be easy to edit out.
Yeah. That sounds right.
All right. I'm going to go
And
ahead
then-
and cut the recording
Okay.
because I'm pretty sure we're going to be cutting this out anyways. Hey guys, if you have an idea and you want to get started, Buzzsprout is the place for you. Buzzsprout.com. For as low as $12 a month, you can get 3 hours worth of recording for your podcast. Check them out down the link below.
Thanks for listening to the Brothers by Law podcast. If you enjoyed what you've heard, go ahead and follow us on YouTube. You can go ahead and search YouTube for the Brothers by Law Productions. Make sure to hit that follow button while you're there. You can check us out on Twitter at Brothers by Law. We have 2 Facebooks, one for our podcast at Brothers by Law Pod, and one for our productions at Brothers by Law Productions. You can also follow us on Twitch, just search Brothers by Law. And for the podcast itself, we have it on multiple platforms, Spotify, Apple, Google, Stitcher. I mean, just go to your preferred podcast platform and search the Brothers by Law podcast. And if you're enjoying and you want to help us out, go to patreon.com/bblpod and go ahead and pick one of our 3 great tiers to help us with. There's a $1 tier, a $5 tier, and a $10 tier. So go ahead and check us out. Thank you for watching.